Speaking of, let's talk about DC All In, because we agreed we'd at least read the number ones of Absolute Batman, Superman,
Still
and
waiting
Wonder
on
Woman.
the Wonder Woman #1 reprint, but I believe Wonder Woman 2 comes out tomorrow because Absolute Batman 2 came out last week, and they were all coming out a week after each other.
Yeah, Superman is they're like staggered because
Superman was the third one.
It was Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman. Yeah. So Superman's the most
I'm hoping
recent.
to get 1 and 2 of Wonder Woman tomorrow.
So anyway, number 1 of Absolute Superman. Jason Aaron's the writer. Who's the artist?
Sandoval? Rafa Sandoval.
We got. You know what? We got to give the full credits. Who's on the inks and the colors?
We're gonna go. I'm getting there. It's on the very last page here.
Oh, come on. Well, anyway, this is, again, the DC all-in approach. We talked about it with Absolute Batman, where they're doing, yet again...
So Jason Aaron, writer, Rafa Sandoval, artist, Ulysses Areola, colorist, and Becca Carey, letterer.
So, yeah, anyway, this is the DC all-in Absolute line that is giving creators another chance to recreate or retell the classic stories that we know.
From what I understand,
we're doing
it's
Superman.
also,
what are you doing? We're doing Superman first.
I know, but from what I understand, it's also
give me the book.
It's also all tied in to the same new universe, new DC.
This is the connecting the fucking Elseworld shit.
Whatever.
I'm still so mad about that. That was the beauty of it. Is it's not supposed to be connected. Anyway.
No, I'm sure they'll still make Elseworlds books, but just this is...
So, well, I mean, that's more of what Black Label is. Black Label is kind of its own thing, too.
So last week I posed the question, would I be as excited about Absolute Superman #1 as I was about Absolute Batman #1? And I can say definitively, no. No, I'm fucking not. In fact, I'm really disappointed in this.
Yeah, can I just say I am a little worried, and I have no idea the creative team on Wonder Woman.
It's Kelly Thompson and somebody else, I think.
I do like Kelly Thompson. Yeah, I do like her, though. So, I mean, again, we agree we check them all out. But there's a lot to live up to with Absolute Batman, and I'm worried the Absolute Batman of the Trinity, I think, is probably going to be the best one, probably the best series. I didn't hate this book. There's some things that I enjoyed and some interesting things I liked, but that there were definitely some times in this book that I kind of rolled my eyes a little bit. And I can forgive cheesiness to a certain degree in a Superman book, but
Kelly Thompson and Hayden Sherman.
Thanks.
Anyway,
but I'm so dismissive. Thank you.
Fuck.
But again, there are things that I really liked in this book. But there are definitely eye roll each things, and I get it. It's a Superman book. It's gonna have cheesy elements, but it just like can we just jump into it, right?
Yeah. Here's why I hate this book compared to Absolute Batman.
Okay, go ahead.
And in fact, when all this first came out, we pretty much derided the whole line because that stupid fucking logo, right? Even I am like, okay, I know it's like. You gotta swallow some of that shit. You gotta fucking suspend your disbelief at some point.
Yeah, have some fun.
It's all made up, right?
Yeah, have some fun.
Right? So, yeah, it's fucking stupid, but it's cool as shit when he takes it off his chest and chops that dude's arm off.
Oh, my God.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I'm okay, right?
Yeah.
One thing that Absolute Batman did that made it so good is that they took an existing character with all of these traits that are kind of locked in and what make him who he is. And they took one of them and they said, nope, taking that away. And what was it? He's not rich anymore. Which, seriously, really shakes everything up and makes it a really intriguing version of Batman. Like, wow, this is a Batman who, knows the guts of Gotham City. Right?
I mean, this is the thing.
I'm saying that... That's what made Absolute Batman good.
I'm gonna push back on this, I think.
On Absolute Batman?
On this?
I'm
For
saying
Absolute
there's
Superman.
nothing about this. You like it?
No.
You like it?
I'm gonna push back here. I'm gonna push back. Here's
Fucking
why.
bullshit.
Here's why. As we're having this discussion again, there are some.
You're trying to like it, aren't you? Don't fall into it.
No. Here's why it's brilliant. Because what you just said was an argument for it. Because what's a character trait that Clark has, right?
What?
He always has that trait of he goes to the Fortress of Solitude and he talks to his dad in an AI form,
I
right?
don't know about that.
Space dad, ghost dad, whatever the joke. But you know what I mean. In the Christopher Reeves version and in the Zack Snyder version.
Yeah, all right. So anyway,
point is, they do that here, but they do it with his suit. The AI is Jor-El. It's not Jor-El, but that's what it's supposed to be. I think that's kind of genius.
That doesn't change it. No. Here's the thing.
No, that doesn't change how I feel about it 100%.
I was talking about this yesterday to myself because I was getting ready for the show because I care about the show.
Thinking about talking points.
And one of the ones that I came up with was how they didn't do anything like that in here. And what came up to me was, what's something that I would think of? And then it came to me, ooh, Krypton's still around. And then I thought of it. Maybe that's what the fucking twist is. But there's a point where it says, no, Krypton is doomed. So we know that Krypton actually explodes at some point. And the whole, if you want to tell me that, oh, his parents aren't scientists, yes, they fucking are. They just weren't allowed to join the Science Academy
They're
or whatever.
super smart. Yeah.
Yeah, so shut the fuck up. And then oh, the Superman symbol is the lower class, the labor class.
Can I just, okay, that was the point where I rolled my eyes. Okay, and I like Jason Aaron.
Yeah.
And you said you were disappointed because you actually like him too. You know, you like his work.
The work he did on the Avengers,
His Punisher. We reviewed his Punisher book.
Fucking classic. Yeah.
But this is really heavy-handed early on. So like it gives the, and again, there are things that I really like about this book. I love that we spend so much time on Krypton at the beginning. I like that. I like that we're exploring what life was like and farming and all this other stuff in a little bit. I did get a little eye rolly because it's like, okay, dude, we're just like strawberries or crawberries. They're just like, okay, we're just putting weird names on things to be like, oh, they're in space. That's why it's named this way, you know? But other than that, I like that his parents were farmers. But then I hate that they did that Aaron does that of like still makes it like, well, they were super duper smart and blah 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 blah.
Oh, so wait a second. Let me guess. So in the next issue, they're going to go to the Lazarus Foundation, and John and Martha Kent, who are super smart, rich scientists on Earth, and his parents on Krypton were lowly farmers. Is that the fucking twist, Jason Aaron? Because go fuck yourself, dude. If that's the fucking twist, fuck you, dude.
Wow. Calm down.
Dude, I'm serious.
So,
if that's the twist, that his parents are reversed on each world in this universe, fuck off, dude.
So this is the part where I was like, come on, man. Where I rolled my eyes was people like my parents. Okay, so the crest of the laborer was seen as a mark of shame. That's why it's an S. The sign of the poor and the unskilled. People like my parents wore it with pride. We were the people of steel. Roll my fucking eyes.
So yeah, he's got some sort of suit.
Do you get it?
So he's got some sort of
me with the comic book hitting the mic.
So
this is Jason Aaron. It's called symbolism. You get it?
Hey, do you hear that?
Jesus.
So I'm done talking about the book.
Are you really?
Oh, I don't need.
No, I want to talk about things I like.
Go for it. I'll right along there with you.
I like the Peacemakers.
I don't.
That's so silly. I love it.
Okay.
Why?
It was kind of cool, like seeing like, oh, okay, that's interesting twist.
I'm still trying to understand. So, this is also really leaning into more of him using the sun as power.
Yeah,
big solar power.
And they do reference that it's the suit and not him. Which, if that's what you're telling me too, is that he's not powered and it's just his suit. He just has a suit.
I don't think it's that. I think it's
no.
no.
There's some sort of twist.
No. I just think that what Aaron, I think what Aaron is doing is trying to just say that like
fucking up my life.
his version of the character is very he's gonna lean into the idea of like he's more solar powered. Not to say that he can't fight at night or whatever, but he's just I think he's gonna try and do more with his.
What happens on cloudy days?
Shit. What happens indeed?
Because clearly at some point he like loses energy. That's fucking stupid. No.
Well, you saw how powerful he can be.
I don't care.
You gotta nerf him because
he can't
he
even.
turns into like a warhead.
He can't even control his own vision. Go to hell, Jason Aaron.
Dude,
go to hell.
You don't know how old he is. You don't know
go
how
to
old
hell.
he is.
Go to hell.
You don't know how long he's been.
Go to hell. I'll tell you this, I am going to buy number 2 just so I can see if there's anything else. Like, what? You got one more chance, Jason Aaron, to make me give a fuck about your absolute Superman. Because right now, I don't give a fuck about him, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's just funny because it's like, just tells you like how, I don't know what happened to your book. I think the staple.
Whatever. Just stop
the binding
fondling it.
I opened it and the binding got messed
Whatever.
up, dude. Look.
I don't care. Just don't fuck around with it anymore. Hey, it'll be in the thing. No, go ahead. It'll be in the thing.
I didn't do anything.
Go ahead. No, you can read it. I don't care. By the time it's in there, and if I ever sell it for anything, which I won't, they won't know about that. You can read it.
No, man.
I don't care.
Binding oil.
I don't care.
Anyway, point is.
Anyway.
I liked.
I was saying that our friendship means more to me than some stupid first printing of a number 1.
I don't know, man. It's not a bad story because Jason Aaron is a good writer, and I think there are still some things that are hanging threads that I'm interested in with it, but it's not hooking me like Absolute Batman did.
No.
And
I guess, yeah, it's not terrible. I can't say it's terrible.
It's preference, right? It goes back to I'll bring up.
I think because I was so impressed with Absolute Batman when I thought it was just going to be a piece of shit.
But Tyler, nobody.
And I know that I should have gone into that going like, hey, give it, time. And trust me, when I first read it, I did give it a full like, hey, I'm going to be open about this. And by the time I was done, I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
I clearly like it more than you do. Yeah. I enjoyed it more than you did.
It wasn't bad. It just, again, like, I was like, that's it? You got to, Lois Lane is a soldier in this one. Brr!
Instead of a journalist.
Brr! Yeah, I'm Jason Aaron.
That's the Lazarus stuff. I don't know what that is. Are we tying that to Roz?
Here's the other thing that I'm curious about is, are these 3 books linked in the same world? Or are they
I'm wondering,
separate?
is this Batman? That's what I was thinking too. Is this Batman tied to the Superman?
Once I read Wonder Woman, I might get more clues because that was between the 2. And again, I'm pretty sure Wonder Woman 2 comes out tomorrow.
I will say that, again, I think I'm much more positive on it than you are. I'm a little bit more invested in where it goes. And I think a lot of it is because of what he was doing with Krypton. And I think at some point, it's a weird balance for me because I like the idea of giving a little more backstory to Krypton. But at the same point, I don't really care if you're always going to destroy it. And I agree with what you were saying. I would have preferred an idea of like, Krypton didn't die. Superman's just here on a mission.
Yeah.
And don't necessarily do an evil thing, but maybe like a peacekeeping mission or something. I don't know. But anyway, point is.
Can we get to the good book?
How would we rate it? Like, if we were to, on a scale of 1 to 5 Superman symbols, what do you give it? 1 to 5.
Right now, I'll give it a 2.5 just because
2.5.
The creative team, I think, deserves credit for making something. It's a good looking book. It just, again, like,
I mean, Aaron is still a good writer. It's still a pretty competent story. It's just not hooking you.
To me, the whole idea of the Absolute line is horse shit to begin with. Okay. too many reboots, too many restarts, too many
Well, I got
brand new.
I remember when Earth 1 was coming out. I got Earth 1 books on my shelf.
You got
and
evidence
stuff.
of the fucking crimes on your bookshelves right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Right there.
So
New
this,
52?
so it's an extremities thing,
Yeah.
you know, like or it's an extreme thing where like I was like fuck this shit, and then Absolute Batman was like, whoa, this shit's cool, and then Absolute Superman was like, this fucking shit sucks. So it's like I can't just be like nice about it because I was going into it like fuck.
Who would have
DC.
thought Wonder Woman is the break point? Of whether he likes
I am hopeful.
the absolute
I'm
line.
very hopeful because she's like the queen of hell. And so she probably marries Pluto or something, which might be some cool shit. I don't know. But yeah, this book,
Okay.
Off panel, off topic with Jake and Tyler.